I thought it'd be fun to
Talk about what?
reflect our visit on Friday.
Oh, heck yeah. I got to show y'all what we did on Friday. We got to go see the Diva over at the Alabama Materials Institute.
Oh, Greg Thompson?
Yeah, the Diva microscope. It was incredible. Anyway, I guess I'm going to pull my headphones on. Good afternoon and welcome to the Noon Show with Lisa and Johnny. We are coming to you live and streaming everywhere. The Noon Show airs Monday through Friday from noon until 1 o'clock Central Time. Each day, we bring you engaging conversations, fresh perspectives, and stories that connect us all. Johnny and I would like to invite you to join us along with today's show guests, Rachel Hill Skipworth. She just got married. Congratulations. She is the site director of the Alabama Math, Science, and Technology Initiative at the University of Alabama, site director of AmSty UA. Also, Holly Morgan, University of Alabama, University of West Alabama Regional In-Service Center for UWA Regional In-Service Center. So, for today's show, pull up a chair, sit back, and relax. And now, without further ado, here's Johnny.
Good afternoon, sunshine, and
Heck
all you folks out there in
yeah.
Radio Land. Thank you so much for joining us. Big old happy President's Day to everyone today. It's a beautiful little holiday for some folks. And
Is it a holiday?
Schools are out. Banks are
interesting.
closed. Post office not running. I mean, I won't get any bills today, and I love that.
Heck yeah! Woo!
All right, but
I
thank
like
y'all
it.
for joining us. It's a gorgeous. It's a spring day, actually, and we
It
all
feels like
know
it, yeah.
that around here, you know, spring happens, and then winter comes for a little short nap with us for a couple days. But I noticed the Bradford pears are blooming, forsythia's blooming. Now, when the red buds start blooming, I know spring is here because they're gorgeous. I love the red buds out in the forest. And, woo, so pretty. But
I like the longer days.
I love the longer days too.
When does the time change come? Does anybody in the
March.
studio know? In March?
Early coming. It's only a couple of weeks away.
Are you
I'm
serious?
serious. It comes earlier. Every year it gets a little earlier and stays a little later. So March to November.
One of these days we're going to squeeze that time change
Absolutely.
out.
Absolutely. We need to do that. But need to reflect a little bit. First of all, shout out to little Tommy Jefferson and George Washington.
Tommy Jefferson.
and little Johnny Adams and all of those great folks who allowed us to have this holiday.
Yeah, you too, Georgie Washington.
Little Georgie Washington. He's out there chopping down a cherry tree or something.
Oh, heck yeah.
Or throwing things across the river. I'm not sure.
I'm sure they play well together and have it.
Anyway, happy President's Day. Everybody have a great time. Be safe out there, but have some fun today.
Yeah.
And boy, did we have a fun Friday.
Oh
my goodness.
Yes.
It was so much fun. Big shout out to a lot of friends who made it happen. And we went over to the Institute for Material
Alabama
Research.
Materials Institute at the University of Alabama.
Oh my goodness. What an absolutely informative, exciting, stimulating. How many other good words can I come
All
up with?
kinds of things, but the
man.
entire tour was incredible.
It was.
But I kept babbling on and on and on about one particular thing, which was an absolute showstopper at the end.
It was.
And I was trying to put in my own little plug. I asked Dr. Greg Thompson, I said, do you name your instrumentation? Because thinking about this instrumentation, it's a microscope. It doesn't just sit in a lab. It has its own custom designed space, the walls, the vibration controls, the electromagnetic shielding, the temperature stability requirements. Everything has to be just so. So I started calling it the Diva.
The Diva.
So I kept saying about the Diva. And finally he said he was very good naturedly playing along with it. And he said, okay, we'll see the Diva at the end of the tour. So, I mean, it did not disappoint. It was such a thrill to see it. So this extraordinary piece of instrumentation, the Diva, helps researchers see atoms. I don't mean molecules. I don't mean clusters. I mean individual atoms. It will be very difficult to overstate what that means for advanced materials, semiconductor innovation, energy storage, national security, and medical technology. It helps to remind us why spotlighting STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math, it matters so much. And right here in Alabama, we're pushing the boundaries of what we can see, measure, and build. And absolutely, Diva has earned her nickname, in my opinion.
Really impressive what the university's doing.
Mhm.
Shout out to Dr. Greg Thompson,
Yes.
our new friend, and becoming a great colleague. And actually, he's mentoring us on what all goes on in terms of research for materials. And this is world-class stuff, folks, right here at the University of Alabama. And we had an absolutely delightful time. Greg, thank you so much for all of the work you did. And also a shout out to the good folks who put on the Elvis show at the Bama Theater.
That was so much
Good
fun.
friend Edie Hand, Steve in DC who hosted it, and Roddy McDowell, who absolutely was. I really didn't know what to expect.
I got to tip my hat
so
to Ronnie
fun.
McDowell. He has full command of that stage and the
does.
audience. He is such a seasoned professional.
So much fun.
So good.
And
He has a lot of fun.
stories, because he was personal friends with Elvis. He worked with Elvis. Of course, Edie is a cousin to Elvis through her grandmother. Elvis's grandmother were sisters. But what a great show. The music was fabulous. The stories were really fun. And shout out to Edie for putting on such a great show at the wonderful Bama Theater. And but a couple quick things. We do have a couple announcements that we want to get in, but we've got one big announcement that we want to.
We've got to get that in before we go to break.
Actually, we're going to do that. And
let's start talking about that
just 1 second.
Just a couple minutes.
First of all, I want to remind everybody, if you don't know, there's information all over the place, but the annual West Alabama Food and Wine Festival is coming in April 19th. That is a big deal. And they raise a lot of money for a lot of charity. And it's in downtown Northport from 4 to 7 on April the 19th. And tickets on sale right now, I noticed. We'll get more information on this, but you can go to westalabamafoodwinefestival.com and get your tickets. They're available right now. And by the way, folks, these go fast, very fast.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. I've even seen the billboard.
Food and wine, yeah, it goes
well,
fast.
yeah, that's
absolutely.
rather appealing, and also it's for charity. So you're like,
That's right.
heck yeah, we
All
need to do that.
combinations.
I've seen a billboard for it already, but
Yeah, man, that's where I got the information.
well, we've got something really special coming up through Theater Tuscaloosa. February 20th through March the 1st, they have their presentation of Arsenic and Old Lace.
Oh, this is going to be fun. We're going to go to media night.
We have media night. We have an invitation to go tonight, and I'm excited to meet the actors and get a glimpse, a sneak peek of their presentation there. And so
it's an oldie goldie show that's absolutely hilarious, folks. I mean, it is absolutely.
I've never seen it, but you participated in that production
I
in high
believe
school.
everybody I know was in high school, and at least somebody got in it. And I did it in 11th grade.
That's funny.
It's the only play I ever was in. I think they didn't invite me back for some reason.
Yeah, it looks like an interesting show.
It
But
does.
if you're interested in getting tickets, you can call 205-391-2277. They do answer the phone there. Or go to theatertus.com. That is theatertusc.com. So we also have a couple other things coming up. Well, in particular, we have this Mahjong fundraiser. Shout out to Sonia Griffin.
Yeah.
She sent this to us. It's going to benefit the West Alabama Walk to End Alzheimer's. So this is going to be on March the 4th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the venue.
Yeah.
Okay, that's $25. Open play Mahjong lessons, because that's if you're like me, I'm already thinking Mahjong. I don't know how to play. Okay, well they're identifying any kind of barriers and addressing them. All right, so you play at my table, right? Because I'm an absolute beginner. It's all, and it does specifically say all levels, and they have door prizes. Door prizes. Yeah. Thank you for that. So get tickets. You got questions? Email Sonia SONJA BILLGRI F as in Frank ITH1 at gmail.com.
Yeah, that looks like fun. And you can go on Facebook and find that, and they've got a little one of those QR codes that you can click on. So one quick other announcement, just to remind you, we remind you often on this one, but if you have not checked out Neighborhood Bridges, let us encourage you to do that. This is a program, the Tuscaloosa Education Foundation.
Right.
All you got to do is go to www.neighborhoodbridges.org and sign up for an email. Now, what happens every morning is just one email every morning, and what comes out is a list of needs of a child in school. And it's all anonymous, so the child's not embarrassed, the family's not embarrassed. A teacher or counselor has identified a need, and you can fill that need. And it can be anything from clothes to breakfast and food, or maybe they have some kind of learning supplies that they don't have. It could be anything, folks, but it's a way to help a child and have them ready to learn. And it's a beautiful program. Again, only one email every morning. It's not real invasive. It doesn't do that. It's just trying to identify needs of children in our schools that someone can meet. So go to neighborhoodbridges.org, sign up, and help a child. Help a child.
Yeah, and you can also go on the website for Tuscaloosa Education Foundation.org and sign up for Reading Allies.
But the big announcement we'd like to make today.
Drum roll, please.
Yeah, is
I can't do a fake good drum roll. So.
To our knowledge, this has never been done. There have been some live forums like the Chamber State of the Community Forum where you buy a ticket and go, and the leading officials are there to discuss what the community. But to our knowledge, this has never been done on the radio live. And Lisa and I are extremely proud and just absolutely pleased to announce that there's going to be a live public forum on Tuesday, March the 3rd, from 12 noon to 2 o'clock, 2 hours, right here on the Noon Show.
That's right.
And Miss Sunshine, we're going to have a great time because it's going to be hosted by Northport, City of Northport, over in the conference room next to the mayor's office. And we have Mayor Maddox, Mayor Dale Phillips, and County Commission Chairman Rob Robertson going to all be in the room, all live for 2 hours for a conversation.
I'm excited about this.
Isn't this going to be exciting?
This is incredible.
Going to be exciting. And folks, you can learn more about it just by going to the Noon Show's Facebook page, also thenoonshow.com, and be listening every day and get out there and remind, here's a chance to hear our three leading officials discuss relevant current issues and how the three governments collaborate and try to solve problems together.
I love it.
I'm
really excited about it.
Yeah.
We were talking the other day about it, and I said 2 or 3 times about this one particular initiative that I want to talk about, and you'd already said it's in the notes.
Yes,
and the other person in the room said, I think you said he's got in the notes. I was basically hopping up and down. But to say that I'm excited about this would be, let's just say I am.
And as a matter of fact, folks, go to our Facebook page. If you'd like to make a comment, you have an issue that you want us to consider putting on the agenda, we're going to frame some issues that we think are current and relevant and hopefully of real interest to our citizens. How all three governments work together to solve problems together, not at each other, not being like divisive, but how they're unified and how they work together to solve problems.
I love it. I think it's a great idea to have an open conversation, and maybe we'll do it annually. You never know. Hello, microphone number 1 again. Okay. All right, guys, it's about time for us to segue to break. When we come back, we're going to have all kinds of information from the ladies in the studio about AmSty and all the other initiatives you guys are in charge of. And you've been listening to the Noon Show on FM 100.1. Don't go away. We will be here right back. Did you push that button?
We'll check it. I'll check it when we come back. They had problems.
Oh.
Unless I'll wait for you. Call 800-8000 or visit meswoods.com. I got this.
You use this mic, John.
Oh, it's working. We'll come back.
I do want to say a little bit about like working with Terry and what a little bit I know personally about it.
We'll just bounce back and forth like we always do.
And we have these questions. I had 1 or 2 other But
We're
we
supposed
end
to
up
have a new
half the
studio.
time I come up with all these questions and then we get talking and
Equipment downstairs.
I may make it one or two off the sheet.
That started last May.
What?
A new studio.
So I don't usually talk about it because I've kind of forgotten it. But this is an old studio with old equipment, and we are the goodwill ambassadors for this entire organization. I mean, Lisa and I are out everywhere. Over
Hey, Johnny.
400 individual guests
Hey,
have been
Johnny.
in there.
We have on March 3rd a live event. It's really fun.
Yes,
We're
we
just
do.
telling you something happy so you can smile.
Well, I just hate it when
I know. Shh.
I hate it.
It's new to
I
us.
hate it
We've
for our
never been a
guests.
part of
Yeah.
a radio show, so it's okay.
Uh,
It's all new to
This
us.
is
We're
going to be.
mesmerized. I'm like,
I know.
this is
This
What's
is really-
interesting though, like we bring the researchers in, or like theater people are like, "Oh, please, we know about technical difficulties."
No one's ever pulled
They deal with it all the time.
Well, as you mentioned, we have connections with the state department. We know about TS. All the time.
That's very cool.
We-
That's very exciting.
Luckily, when you take our combination of networks, there's nobody anywhere got the network. She's got this great academic network.
Yeah.
I've got a community. I ran the chamber.
Would you ladies like
28 years.
some bottled water or anything?
I'm
don't
okay.
talk
Thank you.
I've been retired a long time, but we both, between us, we can pretty much access anybody.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're trying to do. I mean, literally over 400 guests, individual guests have been in this on our show
Wow.
in the last year. Really? Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But our networks, she brought this academic network I didn't have, and she's got all these great contacts, and we're inside. Not the president. We can get the president's office anytime, but we're getting inside the classroom,
Mm-hmm.
labs, research centers.
Was that the first time you were in a research lab the other day?
No, I've been in.
Just wondering.
No, it used to, before the AMP was actually the AMP, it was called something else. And I've spent a lot of time. It was all automotive related at the time when Mercedes came. That was when that happened. So I was in there all the time. But I've never seen some of the stuff we saw Friday. No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. And I've never talked to researchers.
We had an XRD in our department, but I never saw it.
But it's absolutely stunning what this university is doing. And no one tells their stories, including the university. They don't tell their stories. Strange.
I'm sad about microphone number one.
We've got another show in production. It's going to do specifically STEM stuff. That's all it's going to do.
Wow.
It's going statewide.
I love it.
Welcome back to the Noon Show right here on FM 100.1. Happy President's Day, everyone. Thank you for joining us. And we're going to have a great combination of talent in the room today. We really do. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's a borderline hootenanny. I don't know if it really qualifies. 1, 2, 3, 4.
If there's,
Is it 5? What's the
I
number?
think it's scripture where three or more gather together. It's a hoot.
Hootenanny.
I
Okay,
think that's
we'll go
right.
with that. I like it.
Somebody's going to get on to me for that one.
I'm taking a deep breath right now, ladies. They know why.
Russell
They know
Estes
why.
will say
I'm just going
he
to smile
will,
and take a deep breath.
because he and I know we like to quote scripture, but we do it in kind of a southern way sometimes. He had the most beautiful devotion this morning. Folks, if y'all not listening to Russell Estes, and go on his Facebook page. I'm going to put a plug in for our friend, Russell Estes. Check out his Facebook page under Russell Estes. Just go be a friend. He's got about 15 million friends. And he writes the most beautiful, beautiful messages every single morning. They're wonderful, and they inspire you.
They do.
We love Cousin Russell.
Can you hear me in microphone 1?
Yes, you're doing fine.
Oh, the button works?
The button
Are
works.
you kidding?
How about that? So we've got a button that actually can work
I was just
now.
about to text the chief engineer, but,
No, he showed me a button, and actually it works, and I'm so happy it works. Big shout out to John Matthews, our chief engineer, who
Yeah.
keeps us running and out of trouble. So thank you, John. Anyway, before we get to our guests, we've got a great show for you. We want to remind you that the Noon Show is sponsored by some really good folks.
Oh, yeah.
Matter of fact, I was talking to a potential sponsor this morning, reminding them we only have local-based businesses that are our sponsor, and they've got to be civic-minded and engaged in the community. And boy, do we have some good ones. And one of them's our lead sponsor the wonderful folks at Bryant Bank. Bryant Bank was founded here 21 years ago, almost 21 years ago, and founded as a family business originally, with a lot of good business folks involved. And they had certain principles, and those principles they still adhere to, like excellence, tremendous customer service, going beyond expectation, family, and civic involvement. And there's no one better at it than Bryant Bank. And folks, if you're looking for a bank and you're not a customer already, you need to learn what the Bryant difference is all about. So that's easy to do, and find out just what it's like to be part of the family as a customer, because they treat you like your best friend.
Oh, they do.
I mean, you walk in, they just embrace you.
Oh, yeah.
And so you can have that same experience, and they can help you with your financial goals too. That's what they do. And so go to see them at any one of their great locations. Walk in, tell them Lisa and Johnny sent you. Main headquarters on McFarland Boulevard North, and convenient locations at Northport, up around North River, and in beautiful downtown T-Town. Oh, by the way, to stay out of the doghouse. Hello, darling.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Anyway, so go see our friends at Bryant Bank. Remember, they're an equal housing lender and a member of
FDIC.
Go see our friends at Bryant Bank today.
For sure. In case you are just now joining us, we are joined in the Noon Show studio by Holly Morgan. She is the University of Alabama, University of West Alabama Regional In-Service Center. And that's for AMSTI, right? It's all under, or no? Okay. I'm going to let you all explain that to me. I don't understand how everything's organized, but we also have Rachel Hill Skipworth. She's Skip with. Hey, that's not even that helps me. Skip with. So she's a site director for Alabama Math Science and Technology Initiative. That is AMSTI, which is Alabama Math Science and Technology Initiative at the University of Alabama, site director of AMSTI UA. Welcome, ladies, to the Noon Show studio. So
Thank you so much for having us.
It's our great pleasure.
I'm so glad that you're here.
Thank you. We're glad to be here.
Yeah, good to see
I was going to I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, and just kind of a clarification, because I heard you say University of Alabama and University of West
Alabama.
So both universities are represented in y'all's region.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay,
So the
okay.
Regional In-Service Center here in West Alabama is actually a partnership between those two universities.
Okay. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Dr. Terry Bowman. So I know her from many years back, and once upon a time she used to drive a van that had the words on it, "Science in Motion," and this was the chemistry van. And I was getting a little review from the ladies. So there's a chemistry van, there's a physics van, and there's a biology van. Why do we have vans for these things? And what did she do at that time? She was housed inside of Shelby Hall, where we were in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry. She had her own lab, office, all that stuff, and she would prep experiments that would go to 9th through 12th grade schools. Is this all over the state, Holly, or what's?
Yes, it is. It's all.
I know she stayed so busy. So she would prep labs. So what do I mean by labs? This is not medical. So these are research experiments that are being done in the schools. And we never had a lengthy conversation about it, but the assumption is schools that would not have had the resources to be able to provide this kind of hands-on education for their students. So it was already bundled up, and however many students that it was just an incredible initiative. I know she would go back and pick everything up and bring it back. So that's basically what I know about it, and that's the tip of the iceberg. So, Holly, why don't you give us a little more information and explain to me, first of all, I'd like to know more about the structure. I'm talking about AMSTI, which is the Alabama Math Science and Technology Initiative. Science in Motion is under that.
Yes. So through the Regional In-Service Center,
Okay.
there are 11 of us all around the state. And one of the things that Rachel and I get really excited about is when we share that these are free resources for our teachers.
I didn't think about saying that, but yeah,
no
of course, yeah.
cost. So teachers love free. Parents and students, we love to be able to say that we're supporting schools at no cost
Mhm.
through our state legislature. So These are funded, our centers are funded, 11 of us around the state, and we're all situated at a university. And what's great about that is we can partner with that university, but we have a certain geographic area that we serve. And so for our center, we serve all the way from Lamar in the north, all the way down to Choctaw County in West Alabama. And we support those schools with professional learning. And AMSTI in particular provides the science and math, professional learning for teachers, and then in-class resources that they need. So
Yeah.
AMSTI at our center falls under the umbrella of the Regional In-Service Center. We support AMSTI, ASIM, Technology in Motion, and other work.
Technology in motion. That's a new one on me.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, talking about having that's a large geographical area. And I can tell you, just as a testimonial for Dr. Bowman, she later ended up becoming the director. But she would be on the road. It wouldn't be unusual for her to be on the road at 6 a.m.
That is correct. And shout out to Dr. Bowman. We love her and that she paved the way.
And what was your title now?
Yes.
Director of
The Regional In-Service Center.
Correct. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, so what is the mission of your collective is it a shared mission, or how does that?
Yes. So with the Regional In-Service Center, our role as state-funded centers is to support teacher professional development. And of course, we do that by offering professional development sessions, working inside classrooms and inside the schools that we serve in West Alabama. And AMSTI is just one of those initiatives that fall under our center. So I'll let Rachel tell a little bit more about AMSTI.
Absolutely. At AMSTI UA, we get to partner with teachers to provide professional development. Specifically from AMSTI, we partner with K-8 science teachers, so we provide professional learning, and teachers can actually order in-classroom resources to use for that hands-on learning you were talking about. And then for K-12 math, we do the same. Professional learning, we provide the hands-on manipulative so students can actually make sense of the concepts they're learning in math class.
Okay. So I personally am a visual learner, so I have a deep appreciation for this. So where am I going with that? I would think that being able to have that, and it's not just visual, it is all the things, right? So I would think doing the hands-on helps you to really not only get the buy-in, but maybe help achieve a love of learning for STEM amongst the students. What do you say about that?
Absolutely. When our math specialists are out in the schools, our science specialists are like, the science lady is here. The math person is here.
Oh,
They-
yay!
They're excited.
Ah!
Yeah.
Plus, she's a morning person and she smiles, which would be. I would love to see you coming. I'm not gonna lie, Mrs. Skipwith.
That's right.
Skipwith. Okay.
But I don't get to go to the schools as often as I would like now in my
Oh.
new role. I get to partner with a lot with district leaders and principals to talk about our professional learning goals as a school community. But we have specialists. We have 7 K-5 math specialists who visit schools from Lamar County to Choctaw County. We have 2 6-12 math specialists who are in our middle and high schools. And then we have 2 science specialists who support K-8 science.
So y'all really have contacts in every school system, basically in the Black Belt
Yes.
Yes.
across West Alabama.
Yes, absolutely. And
Wow.
then Rachel was commenting about AMSTI, and then what you're familiar with is Alabama Science in Motion,
Right.
which
right.
is that program. It's really the secondary arm of AMSTI. So where Rachel talked about that she has 2 science specialists that serve kindergarten through 8th grade teachers.
Okay.
Then there's Science in Motion that serves biology, chemistry, physics, and also earth and space science now.
Oh my gosh, I was so engrossed. I forgot to watch the clock. It's break time, y'all. Okay, we're gonna get more of the tea on the MSI and all the great
All the
things it's later
acronyms.
today. Anyway, so you've been listening to the noon show on FM 100.1. Don't go away. We will be here right back. Okay, Johnny, you talk next time.
I was
I don't
just-
want to be a microphone.
No, I was just trying to make sure everything was balanced for them.
Oh,
So we're
yeah.
back on by what?
Oh,
It's back
Oh, with
on.
it- oh,
It's
it
back
is?
on again.
good.
I don't know how long it will last, but it's back on.
It was nice.
If I do this and do this and do this, maybe it'll.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Let's see if I can still do it.
It's like alphabet soup with all the acronyms.
Yeah, there really are a lot.
Am
The
style.
reason I was asking, I did not know that West
I'll
Alabama.
set up, but anyway.
uh,
I think I need to see a
I
chart.
was at the university as consultant for 8 years. I was executive assistant to the president for 2 years, and then was senior advisor for all economic workforce development there for And I enjoyed it down there. It was
Oh my
neat-
gosh,
neat
this
little
chair's going
school.
down.
Neat little school. Neat little
On its
school.
own.
I don't know how they're
I'm not
surviving,
doing
but
anything
they're
to
a neat little school. They really, but I didn't know that part.
Trying to find
So
my
y'all connect university resources to teachers, basically.
So we are funded by state contracts, and we partner with, of course, our schools, but then also the university as well. Yeah, kind of a bridge between, we're employees of the university, we are funded by a state contract, and we support those schools. So all three.
It's complicated.
It is complicated.
Welcome back to the noon show right here on FM 100.1.
I need
I'm
to see a chart. I need a chart.
I'm laughing because we were just talking off the air about how they're funded and it's a little complicated.
I don't
actually.
understand it. Not gonna lie. I need a chart.
I need a drawing too. Give me a whiteboard and I can explain it that way. But we'll get back to
I'll go back to
our
school.
wonderful guest in just a second and talking about AmSty because it is a great resource. And we're going to connect some
Oh,
dots
yeah.
before we finish today.
Okay.
But we do want to thank another one of our wonderful original sponsors.
Yeah.
And that's our good friends down at Hudson Pool. And folks, I hope you did what you were supposed to do on Valentine's Day. But now Valentine's Day is over and got to look forward to the next occasions. And I guess the next one coming up is, do you buy gifts for Mardi Gras?
You could if you
I guess
want to. Why
tomorrow's
not?
Fat Tuesday. So go down to Hudson Pool and get a Fat Tuesday gift. I'm not sure what that is, but I bet Hudson Pool could find something.
I know
bet you
they
can.
can. I know they can.
And then there's also coming up Big Mama's Day before long. I guess that's in April and May.
That's May. Did you just say April or May for Mother's Day? Johnny Rocket.
Well, I don't.
I'm breathing.
I don't know.
I'm breathing.
I think
I can't
it's
put you in
I
timeout.
think it's in May.
But I'm
I want to
Johnny.
make sure. But anyway, I tell you what, folks. Do this. If you want to put a smile on somebody's face, go down to Hudson Pool, find a gift just because. Just because. Just because you want to say thank you, or I love you, I appreciate you, or maybe like me, you need to get out of timeout and you just want to say I'm sorry and find that perfect gift because they have the uncanny ability to find the perfect gift for whatever occasion you're looking for a gift for. I mean, it's just amazing what those guys do down there. And folks, let me remind you, they are a local business, founded almost 41 years ago.
Wow.
Original location was on University Boulevard. Was there when they cut the ribbon. And in fact, I helped cut it. Fuji and I cut the ribbon. It was
Oh,
cool. It
cool.
was cool. But now they've got a beautiful location, 1111 Greensboro Avenue. And they're the most civic-minded, family-owned, quality, service-oriented folks you'll ever want to meet. And
They are.
we love them to death, and you will too. So go by and visit our friends at Hudson Pool. Now, if you're out of town or you're one of those online shoppers, a little warning, don't go to those jewelry online things.
No.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Go to
That's a mistake.
hudsonpool.com. That's hudsonpool.com, and they'll take really good care of you, I promise. And thing about it, when they mail it, it's already wrapped in that beautiful Hudson Pool gift wrapping. That's a pretty good deal.
Oh, it is a good deal.
Yeah, so go see our friends at Hudson Pool. Tell them Lisa and Johnny sent you, and we'll see you down there. And go put a smile on somebody's face today.
Absolutely. I have one quick comment before we segue back to our guest. Did you notice that when I was kind of in air quotes fussing at you about not knowing if Mother's Day is in April or May, and I was going on, the ladies were giggling. Did you say that Axl Rose didn't even he didn't react at all? He's so used to me. I just think that in itself is funny. And then he's smiling. I love it. Okay, that's all I wanted to say.
We were talking, guys, about how y'all are set up, and just a simple explanation. You're University of Alabama employees,
Yes.
but you've got a contract with the state.
So we really get to bridge the worlds.
Okay.
We are funded by the State Department of Education,
Okay.
who are our partners. And so that allows us to really stay in close connection with the new initiatives and
Mhm.
programming and up-to-date learning for our teachers.
And so the resources for the teachers actually are free.
That's exactly right, because they
That's a
are
good
funded,
deal.
right? So we thank our legislatures for that funding that they provide to the schools.
They'll be back in session tomorrow. So shout out to our delegation. Y'all support AmSty.
Yeah.
And we are university employees, but
Okay.
then we serve the school districts.
That is terrific.
And we serve the school districts with a focus on STEM education. So
Which is
whether
important.
it be AmSty, Alabama Math, Science, and Technology Initiative, Alabama Science in Motion, or Alabama Technology in Motion, this is all about STEM education and awareness for our students. And we provide the professional learning for the educators and the resources for educators to use in the classrooms with students.
Okay, I would like to know.
Can I take her one more step further?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go
Just
ahead.
real quick.
Yeah, go right. You go right ahead. Knock yourself
No,
out, Johnny.
because- no, this is a question you would probably ask.
Oh, okay, okay.
Tell everybody, because Lisa's introduced me more to it than probably anybody, but tell us a little bit more so our audience will understand why STEM. Why STEM?
Absolutely.
Why
That's
is it so
okay.
important?
I got to give it to you. It's a great question.
It is
Yeah.
a great question because STEM is really about thinking and being problem solvers. And we need problem solvers. Calculators calculate, computers compute, but we need thinkers. We need problem solvers for problems we can't see yet. And that's what science and math and technology, when they come together well, that's what we promote for our students, that they can be their own problem solvers for problems we don't even know exist yet.
Exactly. And quick point: AI might get there, may not, but it's not yet. AI can only pull from existing knowledge. It's we are as human beings are the ones who create knowledge.
And I'm glad you mentioned that. We actually have a workshop that our
contribute to knowledge in a better way. Yeah.
our ATEM specialist does on
So I wanted to know about the technology in motion. I want to know more about that too. That was my next question.
So technology in motion falls under our center, and there are, again, 11 specialists throughout the state. So Dr. Mabin really has a heavy load because there's only one of him for our entire region. But one of his
Ooh.
main areas of support right now, based on request, is student use of AI and teacher use of AI.
You know, and without critical thinking, you really can't use AI very well, right?
exactly. Yeah,
Because AI makes mistakes, and you need to be able to evaluate what it does help you with.
absolutely. And in a popular session right now, Dr. Mabin has shown teachers ways they can ethically use AI. And it was so popular in the session, like general session he did, a school requested, will you come back and do this for our entire faculty? So that's the impact of that professional learning, that everyone wants to learn more and they want their teams to learn more.
Are you familiar with the University of Alabama AI Teaching Enhancement Initiative? The co-founders are Dr. Lawrence Capello and Dr. Katie Chow.
Yes, and Dr. Mabin works with the university. So again, he's bringing in those resources from the State Department of Ed, that K-12 side, and then he also partners with the AI initiatives at the university.
Yeah.
As well.
Okay, gotcha.
And Lisa and I have really kind of gotten really entrenched in all of this. We got to go to an academic conference on AI, and it was very, very mind-blowing and eye-opening. And it was something. So I'm glad to see there's focus on those who teach our kids, because there's so much misinformation. Matter of fact, the community needs this. And we've got an idea for an AI summit. We hadn't figured out how to pull it together yet, but this is so important. And, you know, can I take a step forward with you just for a minute? Because I hear our audience is out there listening to us. I'm hearing great resources, great support system for our teachers. Can you help our audience and myself translate that to students? What is the benefit? Where's the learning that comes out of this? And how does it enhance our students' enrichment?
Absolutely. So part of our professional learning is not just that you're going to sit and get, you're going to actually put these things into practice. You have someone come alongside you in the classroom. And when we're trying these new enhanced practices for instruction, we monitor student learning. We know how they started. You might call it a pre-test, but we want to figure out what our students already know, what they don't know yet, and then we can target our instruction and make sure that they achieve their goals. So this isn't just one-time professional learning. This is ongoing. When we say job embedded, it's that specialist in the van driving to you to work side by side in the classroom so that students can learn. And you're actually checking for understanding so that students can learn.
Yeah, Jerry's always in the schools the entire school year.
Yeah.
The entire school year. Oh gosh. So yeah, it was it was definitely ongoing.
Absolutely. And we have some professional learning that is specifically built on, hey, check for understanding before, now implement the things we've learned about, and now check for understanding again. And time again, we see nothing but growth.
I love that. And I love that what you all do, not only does it inspire a love for learning in general, but I like to think that you're planting the seeds for the love of STEM as well. And also, what is the mission of the technology portion of it? Yeah.
Yeah, so for technology in motion, it's very similar. All of these initiatives are set up in the same way. We really start first with the teacher, enhance that professional learning, and then let us come along with you in the building. So working with your students, working with you as you are refining your practices as a teacher. No one wants to go to a doctor who's not updated their practice. So that's really our goal with teachers, is how can we help you stay up to date with your practice, but also up to date with your students. Because as we talk about AI, the students are using it. They're using it much faster than adults are using it. So that's what we want to make sure. In our professional learning groups, what can we do to assist you in your classroom with your students?
So what does it look like? You mentioned professional development for the teachers. What does that look like? Is it something that happens in the summer times, or how does that work? All year?
All year long. So we really try to, as Rachel said, be thinking partners with our districts. So we want to talk to them about the best time of the year. We do offer a lot in the summer, but as schools are really implementing summer learning, reading and math camps, we really have found that ongoing professional learning during the school year. So for example, we may have cohorts that meet 4 or 5 times, and every time we're giving them small pieces to take back to their classroom, and then for the next session they bring back and share, here's what I did. During that in-between time, we're working with teachers in the classroom.
And I'll just say, we mentioned earlier that today is a holiday. There are teachers in PD with our 6-12 math specialists right now.
There you go.
So one of the things I hear you doing, it's not just once a year. You're providing continuity of learning and continuity of updating the latest information, STEM-related information.
Yes, oftentimes parents think that teachers just go to professional learning when they start the school year or maybe a day or two over the summer. But really, with professional learning through our center, it's happening all year long because we want to support them hand in hand along the way.
Well, and all the updates can happen continuously, so that does make a lot of sense.
Absolutely. And Holly, you mentioned parents. I would love for parents, when your school's calendar comes out for the year, like the school district calendar, just know that where it says PD Day, they have an opportunity to partner with regional services. We leverage that school calendar with the built-in PD days. Those are days that we can partner with that school or that district.
What does PD mean?
Professional development.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm using all the alphabet soup. I apologize.
You guys like to use
We
initials.
do. But
We're going to have to go to break in just a second. We're coming right back because this place just flies around here. Did you notice that? Rachel and Holly, y'all are delightful and doing important work. We're so glad you're here today. And Miss Sunshine, I think we've got to take a quick break, get back so
We should. We'll get more tea from the ladies when we come back. You've been listening to The Noon Show on FM 100.1. Don't go away. We will be right back. Already.
Sorry, I was trying to get
DC is doing a commercial about Stephen Mesrano. It's not the same.
Ms. Reno
That is the same
says
thing.
that it changed laws in Alabama, and Ms. Reno has secured
He's
large
a
verdicts
lawyer.
and settlements.
It's just unusual. Well,
he's been around a long time.
he's just so serious.
He's a nice guy, too. Yeah, he's been in the studio a few times. I met him. He's a super nice guy. But when you listen to him, you think, oh my gosh, I don't want him coming for me. It's tough. He's a super nice guy. But he's been around a long time.
Luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities.
That hour does not
So what it does. So what do you want to cover that we haven't covered because the time is drawing really short?
Rachel just reminded me, all of our, because you mentioned summer, the summer sessions are released on April 15th.
So that's when they'll be public for anyone.
Yeah, on our
Any educators,
website.
Summer sessions are for who?
teachers, principals,
Any
any educator.
counselors, librarians, we serve them all.
Okay.
Okay.
Librarians do a lot with
These are all in the
technology.
public school systems, correct?
Yes, public.
No charter schools.
Public charters,
Public charters.
Well,
We serve two public charters.
Charters would be, university charter.
just not private schools. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
no
state
private.
dollars.
University charter, and then I Dream Big.
Yeah, the new Stillman.
Yep.
Charter school. We need to get them on top of the charter school.
Let's get Mason's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ought to get Dr. Bates.
I
We
like
can,
that idea.
we can.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do today, is catch up on folks that we haven't had in a while.
Is there anything you want to discuss?
Yeah, like you want us to
What?
talk more about ASIM in particular, like we just talked about all
What
of
is
those.
HSTEM?
That's the
Alabama
science
Science in Motion,
High school science.
Oh.
high school, the high school.
We've tried to just,
Chemistry, physics, biology, and it's hands-on learning.
it's set up just the same way that AMSTAR.
And the PPE, I don't remember all the particulars, but I guess the PPE is provided by, like, say, the department that's, or they,
It's
where's the PPE?
through the state contract. Yeah. All of those resources.
Be interesting.
Well, like say Terry, and I know she's,
We know.
she's prepping the experiments and she's making sure that there are safety goggles for every experiment.
Mhm.
So she provides that too, personal protective equipment. So students learn early on about safety, OSHA.
So it's the lessons for the teachers and the resources for the students. So that way it takes out the equity piece. I mean, everybody, if you receive the training, you get the resources for your classroom.
That's a good point. Well, let's start off with your training dates too.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Noon Show, FM 100.1 on this President's Day. Hope you're having a lovely day, and if you're off, have fun. That's what we like to do.
Yeah, heck
And,
yeah.
This is fun radio, folks. That's what we do, is have a good time.
We do.
We do. And Holly and Rachel, hope you're having a good time, because we're certainly enjoying having y'all in the studio today. We're going to get back to the two lovely ladies in just a second, because we're talking about something that's really dear to Lisa and I, and that's anything to do with STEM and teaching our kids and bringing up that next generation of leaders. And that's what it's all about, folks. And we also want to thank one of our great sponsors, who also is a teacher in his own right. And that's our friend Ken DeWitt.
He sure is, isn't
Yeah,
he? That's a great point, Johnny.
He really is a teacher.
He is a teacher.
A wonderful business coach. And that means he's teaching his clients, which are small businesses, to get traction on meeting their goals and understanding how to apply their strategies and understanding the financial sides and steps they got to take, maybe even helping them clarify and understand what their original vision was and making sure they're staying on track. So if you're looking for the just absolutely perfect business coach who uses the EOS system, which is the entrepreneurial operating system,
That's right.
then you need to contact Ken.
You do.
And he is absolutely marvelous at what he does. And so you can find him easily. It's eosworldwide.com/Ken-DeWitt. Engage with Ken, guarantee you're going to be glad you did, and your business is going to thrive with his teaching and coaching abilities. So go check out Ken DeWitt and tell him Lisa and Johnny sent you.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so ladies, you were telling us off the air about some workshops there. The information's going to come out very soon. Would you give us some more details, please?
Yes, super excited about the announcements for our late spring and our summer learning. All of those are released on April 15th. You can check those out on our newsletter and our website at inservice.ua.edu. And that's INSERVICE for InService.
Okay. So, all right. Well, that's good. So I wonder a little bit about, the students during the summer. I know there's a term for it. You probably call it, there's a little slippage there in the learning.
Summer slide.
Summer
Yeah.
slide. Yeah, right. And you have to start again in the fall to get that traction, like Johnny was saying, but that's EOS. But I'm wondering, as a parent or a grandparent, during those kind of downtimes, what can we do to support our students and help them maybe not have as much of a slide anymore?
Absolutely. I would actually direct our families to AMSTI, AMSTI.org.
Okay.
There's actually a link for family resources, ready to go
Really?
resources that families can use to practice math skills, science skills at home, ready to go.
Can you give an example?
Absolutely. There's specifically, I'll talk about our littles. We have early math calendars where you print off a June calendar, and for each day of the month, there's just a small 5 to 10 minute math activity you can do with your student.
And you can make that fun.
Absolutely. We actually have STEM experiments you could do at home with readily available kitchen items and around the home items that you can put into practice.
Give me an at-home experiment.
Oh
Rachel.
man, you're gonna have to dig into archives to pull
Hello. I ain't like being put on the spot like that. I love the sound of that, but I'm thinking about, you have little incentives, it's hot. Oh, how about a little popsicle? You working these little these problems out, or we'll go, go for a walk or whatever.
And most of it is more of the hands-on, like Holly just Mentos a Diet Coke or counting your chicken nuggets.
Explain the Mentos and Diet Coke. That is a very visual, and do not do it inside your house, ladies and gentlemen. Go outside. Tell us a little bit about that experiment.
I don't know if I can on the
Well, you put the Mentos. You go. You say it. I can say it.
I've
I
done
thought you
I've
meant
done
the
that
science
before
behind
myself.
Yeah,
Tell
so
us,
basically you're dropping the Mentos
Oh,
in.
yeah.
You have to do it really quickly because what's going to happen
Like a
is
2
that,
liter.
that 2-liter bottle inside a Diet Coke, and then of course it's going to spew
Oh,
everywhere.
yeah.
And what you're able to talk with the student about is, why did that happen? Why do you think this happened? And then let's investigate.
Plus,
more.
it's
A
so
lot of
much.
fun.
It's even fun for us big kids.
Yes.
I've done that.
Outside.
And I would do it
That
again.
does not surprise me, Johnny.
But it's kind of, one of the things you're doing a really good job is because we talk about AMSTI and all these programs and professional development, but translating it and conveying it to the students, that's the end result, correct? And that you've got family resources, which we didn't know. So that is great information to have. So it was just go amsti.org.
Yes, amsti.org, amsti.org. And if you click math, and then you'll see a little tile that says family resources.
Okay. And again, we were talking off there. Y'all are working with all our public schools in West Alabama, and that includes our 2 charter schools, which would be University Charter down at UWA, and then the new charter school over at Stillman.
Absolutely, yes. We
Okay.
serve 9 counties, 12 school districts, and then the 2 public charter schools.
No wonder y'all are so big.
Well, I do have a question. I know the 2 of you are not in the classrooms personally, but I'm wondering, do you hear about success stories from these programs? And if so, could you give us maybe an example of 1 or 2 or whatever you're feeling? Yeah.
Absolutely. A 4th grade classroom comes to mind where in the beginning, classroom was silent. There was no noise, right?
Oh,
But tests were given, and then we say, oh no, they haven't learned it. Well, with a coach coming into the classroom, partnering with the teacher, planning for, the math talk we hope to see in the classroom, we were able to hear what students were saying throughout the lesson. And at the end, there were no surprises because we could make adjustments to instruction in the moment. And that's really what it's about, the in the moment adjustments, small gains with the big victories.
Yeah.
oh, small games with big victories.
Yeah.
That would be the quote if I was writing the article. Yeah.
Yeah. How often do the teachers get exposed to what you guys are providing? I know it's ongoing, but say on an annual basis, let's take a math teacher or a science teacher. How often do they get exposed to all the materials and resources for the classroom?
At least quarterly based on the resources, but
Okay.
really depending on which program that we're
Mhm.
talking about, we ask that they come to that professional learning,
Mhm.
and then we're going to provide those resources that they need in the classroom along with the coaching that Rachel mentioned about. So it's like she said, not a one-stop shop, not a sitting yet where you're just going to listen to a bunch of information and go back and forget it.
Yeah.
You're going to be trained, and then we're going to support you along the way. And we take out that factor of the resources. Oh, I don't have this at my school, or oh, we can't afford this, because we're providing that to
Yeah.
you
So
as
you're
well.
keeping it very current.
Yes.
Second thing is, and I think, our audience needs to understand that this is not a cost to our public schools. Our public schools are not having to pay for this, which is a great benefit because our schools they have stretched budgets as it is. And so y'all are providing this resource at no cost to our school systems.
Absolutely. And what Lisa mentioned earlier about being familiar with Science in Motion, we bring it to you. There's a
Mhm.
truck.
Yeah.
There's a delivery system. Sometimes the schools partner with AMSTI then to pick up some of those larger tubs
Sure.
and kits, but still,
Yeah, there's no cost.
it's ready for you and waiting.
Yeah, with our, we know our two systems here, and then the systems around West Alabama are not anywhere near funded like ours are. So it's a resource that's absolutely essential, and it's cost effective. That's a good combination.
If I'm a teacher in the school and I'm just now finding out about this program, how would I get involved?
I would say start for AMSTI or ASIM, go to amsci.org and click professional learning, and you will see professional learning sessions that are offered across the state. So if you're at the beach on vacation, you can actually go to professional development in Mobile if you want, but you can also come in Region 4 here in West Alabama.
So that's kind of the point. That comes before you get the resources. You've got to go through some of that professional
Yes, because we
training.
don't want to just hand you stuff, and we don't want to just give you facts and knowledge. We want the two to come together
Makes
so that
sense.
we put it into practice in the classroom with students.
I like that. So if I'm a young person deciding what I'm going to do with my life, maybe about to graduate high school, go to college, maybe I'm thinking about becoming a teacher, what would you say to me?
I would say partner with a teacher. That's actually how I fell in love with education. I volunteered in a Jumpstart pre-K classroom here in Tuscaloosa and changed my major the next week.
Really?
Yes.
Holly and Rachel, you guys are not only delightful, but you're really doing important work. I'm not sure many of us probably take for granted, number one, what's going on behind the scenes. And you're one of those movers and shakers behind the scenes, helping our teachers prepare our students for the next generation of leaders. And what you're doing is so important. And we've run out of time.
Can you believe that? Thank you, ladies, so much for coming. It was
Yes.
nice to meet you in person.
One day, this was just absolutely marvelous to hear what they're doing. I love it.
I love it. I do need to go ahead and close us out. I want to let everyone know before we go who's coming on the show tomorrow. That would be Porfirio Solorzano. He's an award-winning photographer. He works at Shelton State Community College. Shout out. We are looking forward to your visit tomorrow.
And he's a partner with us.
That's right. We're working on that project we're writing the Tuscaloosa
Book, and he's going to be our
He's our photographer.
lead photographer. So looking forward to seeing. He's a marvelous photographer. He's just really.
He's very talented.
And also one thing before we get out of here today, let's remind everybody once again, write this down, mark your calendar, save the date, Tuesday, March the 3rd, 12 noon to 2 o'clock, right here on the Noon Show, live from Northport City Hall, will be the first live public forum broadcast.
And don't forget, you can stream the Noon Show from anywhere in the world. All you have to do is go to thenoonshow.com and hit that cute little listen now button.
Or you can watch us on Facebook Live, which we will be broadcasting live on that forum.
Yes, we will.
So we can see everybody's facial expressions.
That could get interesting. But anyway, guys, we are really out of time now. I'm going to close this out. I would like to remind everyone, however, before we go, don't forget to spay or neuter your furry friends and keep those tails wagging with up-to-date vaccinations. This is Lisa Jones signing off for the Noon Show. But before we go, I'd like to wish everyone a splendiferous rest of their day. See you on the radio tomorrow.